So I already recorded this reaction, and the reason I am recording it again is because I didn't make sure that OBS was picking up my audio. So whenever I go to watch it back to edit, I notice that you can't hear my voice because OBS didn't pick up my audio. Round two, baby, let's go. Hey, it's me again. My name is Cadence, this is my channel. I make music and like to react to it. So if either of those interest you, feel free to stick around. I told you in the intro, I already reacted to this song, but we are going to be doing it again because I'll be honest, I was tired and I don't really remember a lot of it. I'll be completely honest. I was running off of 3 hours of consecutive sleep, like 2 nights in a row. So I came home, recorded it, and completely forgot about it after that. So this is going to be basically like the first time I talked about it. I remember a couple of things, but I still want to give my notes on it, and hopefully you do too. So otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? So if you didn't catch it, we are reacting to Rustage's new Chainsaw Man rap, Lost to the Night. It features Jonathan Young. I am a big fan of Jonathan Young. I follow him for a lot of his rock covers of multiple different songs. Man, I really could not stop singing his version of Teenage Dirtbag whenever it came out, and I just love his voice. His voice is so unique, and it fits very well with what I would what I would imagine a Chainsaw Man song being. So I will not hold you too much longer. Quick, I do have a favor to ask before we get into the reaction. I recently released an instrumental. I have 3 or 4 videos out on my channel right now that are not reaction content, and it's stuff that I made musically. It's instrumentals that I made that I was very happy with, and I released out into the public. They're under my playlist random instrumentals in either the description or this info card up here. I would really appreciate it if you go and check that out. The more support you show to the musical side of this channel, the more I can expand my horizons and actually invest in a better home studio to make better music and eventually get my production career out to a wider audience. Info card, description. Just go check it out. I would really appreciate any support that you throw that way. So without further ado, let's get into Rustage's Lost in the Night featuring Jonathan Young.
We cannot be judged for what we dream for. Venom seeping in throughout the lies and all the sweet talk.
Ooh, immediately. Something I don't remember actually picking up the first time. We cannot be judged for what we dream for. I was talking about it in the last thing, or my last reaction I had brought up, that I find it funny that Denki has this whole like narrative that you can write for him. I actually have been trying to write my own Chainsaw Man song that I might release at a big milestone number. So stick around for that. Run up the support. But Denki as a character, Chainsaw Man, he can be written in these like nerdcore like semi songs where it's like stuff that's in the middle of like real life stuff that you can associate with real life and stuff that also associates with the media that you are portraying. So like Chainsaw Man, blah blah blah. So him saying the we cannot be judged for what you dream for, or what we dream for. If you've seen the show, you know that he is less than noble in his quests, as you will. And it's just funny to me that Denki as a character can be written off as so honorable and, I'm chasing this dream, but this dream is actually very twisted compared to what you would imagine like a noble dream would be. Anyways.
Living in a whirlwind, I can't handle all the G-force. Lost amongst the waves and it's been ages since I've seen shore. There's no turning back once a decision has been made. Every price will have a price that's just equivalent exchange. I've been grateful for the chance to live on minimum a day, and I've been working like a pig, like this is spirited away. I've been digging my own grave, now the devil is a part of me.
Good shout out.
And I've been working like a piglet, this is spirited away. I've been digging my own grave, now the devil is a part of me, whipping throughout my arteries, every piece like a therapy. A manner how the ghost of a body can make it hard to breathe. The engine noise and orchestra of atonal harmonies.
Ooh. Shout out music theory.
Away. I've been digging my own grave, now the devil is a part of me, whipping throughout my
Devil is a part of me because he has that like devil dog in him, which is I forgot the name of it. I am so sorry. It's such an adorable dog.
arteries, every piece like a therapy. A manner how the ghost of a body can make it hard to breathe. The engine noise and orchestra of atonal harmonies. I rip the chord, I finna fit the board. This life is simple, when we swinging songs that don't be given thought until I hit the.
Oh my gosh, it still caught me off guard. Oh my gosh, I love the delivery is very like very opposed to what I would imagine Rustage in a unique delivery standpoint would come from.
I rip the chord, I finna fit the board. This life is simple, when we swinging songs that don't be given thought until I hit the floor. Till I hit the floor, standing at the brink of war. Never stop to question what the fuck we're even living for.
Even in death, we cannot lose ourselves.
Johnny
with
Young
every
Boy.
breath. I'll see you all in hell, never forget. All of this pain I felt, and all that is left is not but the hand we're dealt. And I'm lost in the night, looking deep in the eyes, see the man that I used to be. But I'm not satisfied, I don't care about this life, but I find that I dare to dream. And I'm losing.
Yeah, because I remember talking about it on this part where I had a similar thing that I was writing for this character where I was like phrasing his motives in the form of like a dream and something to reach for. It's something that at least in the anime they kind of explore, but he doesn't have anything that's necessarily like objectively serious, I guess. Because I mean, if he's serious about the actual thing he is trying to achieve, then by all means go. I mean, good for him. I mean, but the whole concept of him trying to achieve this goal, trying to achieve this dream is very good for songwriting, but it's also kind of in a sense an inside joke for those that know about the anime, and it's just like it's kind of a chuckle whenever you think about it because it's written so beautifully and eloquently here, but then you're like watching the show and you're like, that dream is kind of, I don't know, I mean, like I don't know, as long as it's motivation, right? Oh man, I was thinking about it at the beginning of this, or I guess the bridge part. He doesn't have that many backing vocals like back here.
But I'm not satisfied, I don't care about this life. In the end, I see the man that I used to be.
Like he has that like droning voice going. Like you can kind of hear it in the back, but he doesn't have that many. I mean, it's at least drowned out enough.
And I'm lost in the night, looking deep in the eyes, see the man that I used to be. But I'm not satisfied, I don't care about this life, but I find that I did.
Yeah, he has no backing vocals whenever it comes to like directly what he's saying, but like listen to this.
And I'm losing my mind as I look at the time, cause I'm scared that it's out of reach. And I'm lost in the night, see a dream go to die, cause I know that it's not for me.
overclocking. I could
I know that's not Maguire in the back, but for a second his articulation sounds very Maguire-y. Listen.
And I'm lost in the night, see a dream go to die, cause I know that it's not for me.
overclocking. I could feel it in my.
I don't know why. It's just the like the accent on it. It just sounded like Maguire. But I made a note that this is the most low energy I feel like I've ever heard Jonathan Young. Even though like at the beginning of the bridge part of the hook, he used his like deeper side of his voice, but I mean, this is Chainsaw Man, and I feel like it is the most opportune song that if you're gonna hop on something that's especially nerdcore like this, utilizing Jonathan Young for his metal abilities is something that I would imagine we would have gone for. You know what I mean? I don't remember if later in the song if he gets high up there, but I think they just reused the chorus. So I'm like, as far as the media you're going for, and as far as the abilities Jonathan Young has been known for. If you put him on for a feature, I'm like expecting, you know, Johnny Young, the oh, what the devil yells. You know, I just not devil. It's when the rebel yells. I'm dumb.
Body heat when pain can lead to pleasure. I've been worrying a dichotomy. They come for me like visions, keeping asking what I wanna be. I'm breaking out my prison cause I literally got the dog in me. Splitting.
Rough.
They come for me like visions, keeping asking what I wanna be. I'm breaking out my prison cause I literally got the dog in me. Split him in divisions, they sorted like this a survey. Stick him on a mission, cause shorter than using curse face. This is what I'm giving, the order's another word day. I've been living wishing to score him and get to first base. Don't know how to cry when bodies.
First base. If you get it, you get it. I mean, kind of draws back to his dream and motivation.
Given the order's another word day. I've been living wishing to score him and get to first base. Don't know how to cry when bodies dropping. I've been feeling empty, lost the will to die. The gates of hell are always free for entry. Never wondered why I see the faces and I'm
Gosh, my voice is killing me.
dropping. I've been feeling empty, lost the will to die. The gates of hell are always free for entry.
Lost the will to die. The gates of hell are always free for entry. Yeah.
Never wanted.
I mean, that kind of, it's a bit poetic, but I mean, like that kind of fits his character very well because he's like he's never, you know, he's been actively spit on in the show and he's like shown literally no signs of caring. There's only been one time and it's this guy, where he turns his back on him and he like kicks him between the legs because he's like, yeah, I'm not going to let you just spit on me because you don't like me, you know?
Why I see the faces and I'm.
But then he's also like, I'm gonna die because like I could afford the gates of hell because I grew up or I'm like going through life without money and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know, poetic, but it fits his character very well.
Dropping up and feeling empty, lost the will to die. The gates of hell are always free for entry. Never wondered why I see the faces and I'm cream with envy. Nothing on my mind, I'm ripping through them like a feeding frenzy. Now I'm on the main course, cutting up in half like I'll be tearing through an A4 mark.
Cut off in half. The British in
ripping through them like a feeding frenzy. Now I'm on the main course, cutting up in half like I'll be tearing through an A4. Marking moment, leaving stained floors when I wage war. This is what you came for, tearing through the bodies like a motherfucking chainsaw.
That delivery, like a chainsaw. It's just, it goes.
Wage war, this is what you came for, tearing through the bodies like a motherfucking chainsaw.
Oh, and the ad lib.
In the night, looking deep in the eyes, see the man that I used to be. But I'm not satisfied, I don't care about this life, but I find that I dare to dream. And I'm losing my mind as I look at the time, cause I'm scared that it's out of reach. And I'm lost in the night, see a dream go to die, cause I know that it's not for me.
Rev it up, bring my way for the flesh and blood. Rev it up, spin the chain, I can get in.
Oh yeah, and like, I know a bunch of Chainsaw Man. Oh my gosh, DPS and Ty Wild drops next weekend. Oh my gosh. Or this weekend. This weekend. By the time this comes out. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be so much. But I love me some DPS, but I love me some Ty Wild. And I'm so excited for it. And Ty Wild, like, during all this Screw and Mari beef. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Anyways, off topic. So I expect everybody that drops Chainsaw Man stuff to have rev it up somewhere in the song. And I am trying my best. You know, if I'm writing me a Chainsaw Man song, I'm going to not put rev it up in it, at least in that order, because everybody is going to have it. I don't know what it is. It's like it's the word that everyone used. Like, I mean, what's a good example of something else? Like Shigaraki, everybody used the word decay because that's the name of his power, you know? Or like, I don't know, man, it's just it's the word to use for this type of media, I guess. But
rev it up, bring my way for the flesh and blood. Rev it up, spin the chain, I can get enough. Rev it up, I've been playing with the devil's love. Rev it up, let our dreams all envelop us. Rev it up, put the cord and you're getting cut. Rev it up, I'm not dying till I get a touch. Rev it up, you ain't never gonna measure up. Rev it up.
Ooh. Is he putting stuff in the AMV that's not there?
Blood. Rev it up, spin the chain, I can get enough. Rev it up, have been playing with the devil's love. Rev it up, let our dreams all envelop us. Rev it up, put the cord and you'll get in cuffs. Rev it
Don't open it.
up, I'm not dying till I get a touch. Rev
No matter what.
it up, you ain't never gonna measure up. Rev it up, hit the sound when I rev it up.
Even in death,
Y'all saw that, right? Don't open it no matter
Put the
what.
cord and you'll get in cuffs. Rev it up, I'm not dying till I get a touch. Rev it up, you ain't never gonna measure up. Rev it up.
Measure up being the last line fits very well. Tonically, that's not the word I was looking for. Phonically, but yeah, I like the delivery that Rustage goes for whenever he's like, rev it up, rev it up, rev it up, rev it up. You know, it's and then he goes, rev it up at the end, and I'm like, dig it.
Hit the sound when I rev it up.
even in death,
Even in death,
we cannot lose ourselves with every breath.
with every breath,
I'll see you all in hell, never forget.
never
See, that's why I love metal Jonathan Young, because
with every breath.
I'll see you all in
I'll see you all in hell. Like, it's just, I love it. I don't know why. It's just, it's the way he delivers lines is just so good whenever it's metal. And I'm not saying like this is bad by any means. I just, that's what I expect whenever I hear Jonathan Young. I'm not gonna, see Rustage on a feature on somebody else's song and expect him to be like doing an Opry performance or something, or like singing pop. Like, I don't expect that. I wouldn't expect Cam Steady, or I wouldn't expect Eminem singing on a song as a feature. I wouldn't I wouldn't imagine like if you were to put the Young Gravy on a song, I wouldn't imagine him being the hook. I would imagine him being the feature at the end of the song. Like, that's my thing. It's like there's people that like have established himself a brand, and I feel like Jonathan Young's brand has always been metal, or at least as he has grown as an artist. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a lot more stuff that is not metal for him, but whenever I see him on features, it's usually metal, and I'm like, that's what I assume to hear. I love this, and I love phonically, to bring that up again, how well Jonathan Young fits into the the setting that Rustage has set. But I could see you having sold this in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, this instrumental has all the make for a semi-metal song, and it's something that Rustage doesn't have a lot of in his music, that I would imagine it makes a really good taste. And whenever somebody's like, oh, a song with Rustage and Jonathan Young, metal, we would love that. But like, I mean, it's a great song. I don't know why, but I would have probably preferred it to be a little more metal. That's it.
I'll never forget,
never forget.
all of this pain I felt, and all that is
All
left
that is left
is not but the hand we're dealt. And I'm lost in the night, looking deep in the eyes, see the man that I used to be. But I'm not satisfied, I don't care about this life, but I find that I dare to dream. And I'm losing my mind as I look.
And like, looking back at the instrumental, there's a case to argue that this is not an instrumental built for metal. You are wrong, though. Not particularly, because you could see it in the case of that rev it up part. Like, that is something that you could have had Jonathan backing that vocal, rev it up, rev it up, rev it up, and then at the very end, it's not enough, rev it up, like, just rev it up. I don't know. I'm just I can imagine it in my head being so much more I don't know, metal, to say it like the 13th time.
Cause I'm scared that it's out of reach, and I'm lost in the night, see a dream go to die, cause I'm
rev it up, rev it up.
See see.
Rip my way through the flesh and blood, wrap it up. Spin the chain, I can't get enough, wrap it up. I've been playing with the devil's love, wrap it up. Let our dreams all envelop us, wrap it up. Pull the cord and you're getting cut, wrap it up. I'm not done till I get in touch, wrap it up.
Because like right here, I don't feel like Jonathan Young is matching Rustage's energy as much. But it could have been. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't never gonna measure up, wrap it up. Hit the sound when I rev it up.
Heck yeah, I dug that. I absolutely dug that. I just like I said, the only nitpicking I have for it is the fact that I would have expected Jonathan Young to be a little more rockish, a little more metal. But albeit that was a really good song and I really dug it. That's the only thing that I had an issue with. As far as the contents of the song, Chainsaw Man for the anime, I feel like, because I haven't read the manga, for the anime, that's very fitting. I would imagine as time goes on and the show becomes a little more, funded, because that's really what it comes down to. Once the show is a little more funded, I could see a lot more being brought to the table as far as like story-wise content, so on and so forth. But yeah, I feel like that encompassed the concept of the show pretty well. Outside of that, I give that from a musicality standpoint, from Rustage's delivery on a lot of things, because I think that's what really sold it at certain points. Jonathan Young's vocal performance, I would give that an overall 8 out of 10, because if I can bump it in my car, it's above a 7. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I said, my only nitpick, Jonathan, metal. Rustage really sold his performance really well. Good job, boys. But yeah, I think that's gonna about do it for this video. If you like that, feel free to express that with the like button below. Comment something you would like to see in the future, but also don't forget that favor I asked you. The info card and the description is going to have the playlist of my random instrumentals I put together. I would really appreciate as much support as I can get on that. The more that you guys support that, the more I know you want more content like that, and I can put out better quality videos and instrumentals, so on and so forth. I could better improve my talents with your support. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. I definitely did. And yeah, see you in the next video, I guess.